guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shanice, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I install my lace frontal wigs. So the first step I do when I'm installing a wig is I oil my scalp just to make sure that my scalp stays healthy and my natural hair stays healthy underneath my wigs. So after I apply the oil, I'm going to take 50% rubbing alcohol to clean off any oil that may have got on my forehead. So once I finish doing that, I'm going to take my stocking cap and I'm going to put it on my head and just make sure that it's where I want it to lay. Sometimes I pull it all the way down over my eyes, sometimes I don't. Today I didn't, just for the purposes of this video. So once you get your stocking cap placed where you want it, you're going to cut out the ear holes. You're just going to cut a little hole and stretch it around your ears so that the corners of your ball cap lay flat. So now I'm taking the Got2b Ultra Glue Gel in the black bottle. And I'm going to take this and apply it straight across my hairline. You're going to put this where you want the cap to stick to your head. So this is the second step that I do. You don't have to do this step, but I like to spray the Got2b Glue Freeze Blast Spray on top of the gel. To me, this just gives the cap a better hold. So after making sure that your cap is fully dried, I probably sat around for about half an hour to let it dry. Now I'm going to take a powder foundation and apply it to the perimeter of the cap as well as where my part is going to be. You can use liquid, I just prefer not to. So once you lay down your powder foundation or your liquid foundation, you're going to take scissors. Some people like to use little razors. I don't like to use that to cut the ball cap off, but I use scissors to just cut all the excess cap off. Anything that's not attached to your head, cut it off. So what you guys see me doing here is taking that same powder foundation and I'm applying it to the lace of my wig. So right here, all I'm doing is putting my wig on, making sure that the lace lines up with the cap and that everything is in place before I start laying down any glue or doing anything else. So before you start applying your glue, you want to clean off your forehead once more with 50% rubbing alcohol. So for your adhesive, you can use whichever glue or adhesive you like. I personally use the Ghost Bond XL. I think this is the best glue that I've used so far. For this, you're going to apply it on the cap as well as on your skin. If you only put it on the cap or only on your skin, the wig is not going to stick to it. So make sure you have it on your skin and on the cap. And you don't want to put too thin of a layer of glue. As you guys see me going along, I'm going to make it wider and wider, because if you put too thin of a strip, your wig is also not going to last. So make sure you put a wide, I say like about an inch wide band straight across. So for most adhesive, they say to use between 2 and 5 layers. I did 3 layers in this video, and between each layer, I let each layer dry clear and then put another layer on top of it. So once your last layer of glue is dried, you're going to take your lace, and I just hold the middle first. You take the middle of your lace, and you're going to lay that part down, and then once that's where you want it to stick, you're going to move on to each side and lay those down into the glue as well. And just press it in with your hand. If you did it right, the glue should start sticking to the lace as soon as you put it down. So once the lace is in the glue, I'm going to take a fine tooth comb and I'm just going to comb the lace into the glue to really make sure it's stuck. And I also blow dry it on high heat while I'm combing it through. So after I do that, I'm just going to take my scarf and tie down my edges. I'm going to blow dry this on heat and let it sit for about 45 minutes. So once your lace is completely dry, then you take off your scarf. I like to hot comb the hair back just because I feel like this helps with the melting process a little bit. You don't have to do this step, but I think it really helps with the melting process. So next I'm going to take a scissor and I'm just going to split the lace into 3 sections just because I feel like that helps me cut it a little better. So then I take one of those little eyebrow razors and I'm just going to go straight across the lace and cut it. It's okay if some of the hair comes off because remember, when you lay down the lace, some of it won't be attached to the glue, but whatever comes off, that's fine. So what you guys see me doing here is parting out my baby hairs. If you don't want to do baby hairs, that's fine. But if you do, you're just gonna part out all the sections where you want the baby hairs to be, and then you're gonna hot comb them down so they lay towards your face. So once you have all your baby hair section off, I like to spray it with a little bit of Got2b free spray and tie a small elastic band straight across the lace. This will help the baby hairs stay down towards your face. So what you guys are going to see me do in a second is spray some Got2b glue free spray across my hairline and hot comb the hair back. To me, this just helps the hairline look a little more natural. So once you let the elastic sit for a little and you take it off, your baby hair should be laying towards your face and not flying back. And then you're just going to take a razor or a scissor, whichever one you prefer, to cut your baby hairs. For me, the shorter you cut your baby hairs, the more natural they look. If you want them to look more extravagant, then you will cut them longer. But I like to do like a happy medium between short and long because I don't like them to look too extravagant, but then I don't like them to be too short because once you go short, you cannot go back. So once you finish cutting your baby hairs, you're going to put mousse all over your hairline, covering all the hairs. And then you're going to take a fine tooth comb and you're going to sculpt your baby hairs. This part, I feel like you kind of have to just watch it to see. So I can't really explain it, but I'm going to let you guys watch to see how I mold my baby hairs down. So once your baby hairs are laid how you want them to, you're going to take these strips. You can find them at the beauty supply store, Amazon, anywhere. They're just called wrap strips. And I take 2 to 3 of them and I wrap them down on my edges, and I also put my scarf on top of the wrap strips. And for this, if you have an overhead dryer, you can sit under there for like half an hour, 45 minutes. If not, you can just walk around the house, do what you got to do, and it'll dry on. So once you remove the wrap strips in your scarf, your hair should be dry to the touch. And I like to spray a light hold hairspray on top of my baby hairs before I comb them out. I feel like this just gives them a more molded look. So I'm just about done installing the wig. All that's left to do is styling. Since this is a curly wig, I'm just going to apply some mousse to it and some water and just let it be. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.